Have you ever noticed that the worst health decisions rarely happen when you're calm? They happen when you're rushed, stressed, tired, standing in the kitchen and staring into the fridge like it owes you money or something, right? I mean, you weren't even hungry 5 minutes ago. And you really aren't now, but now you're negotiating with crackers and I don't know, like you're trying to close a real estate deal or something. You know what I mean? Because that's not hunger, that is noise. Okay, that is noise. And when your mind is noisy, you don't choose, you react, right? And when your mind is calm, something interesting happens. You will pause before you react. And in that pause, you start looking like someone who's actually planning this whole thing, right? So stick with me for a few minutes because um, I am starting to see a much clearer mind the past week, more than a week now. And it's helping to change my health decisions. And it's honestly, it's kind of amazing, I'll tell you, because things are getting easier. And I want to tell you about them, okay? When the noise quiets down, it really gets easier. We're on to Jean Dillard here, and I am rebuilding my mind and transforming my health with simple habits and cutting edge wellness tools. And I'm so happy that you're here with me today and you're taking the time to join me. Um, Here's what I'm realizing: this whole health journey really isn't about food, right? It's about what's happening in your head before the food. Um, Yesterday in the garden, we talked about focusing on the positive more, right? Thinking about how good it will feel to get healthy instead of how hard the change might be. That kind of shifts your direction, right? But today I'm really noticing something else, that when your head is full, everything feels more complicated and downright irritating, actually. I mean, you overthink and second guess things and you get frustrated. Suddenly, even little simple decisions feel big. And they really are, you know? But when your mind quiets down, everything simplifies. So they aren't so big. You slow down and you can actually hear yourself. You ask, does this help me? And suddenly you choose differently, right? And that's not discipline, that's clarity. Um, Clarity's a whole lot easier to live with than forcing yourself all day to do something. Let me say something very important here. If you did not make the best choices today, you are not starting over, honey. You are continuing. You've already made progress. You've already hit all kinds of places, higher places than you were. And you've built a lot of awareness, right? You're aware of things. And that one moment does not erase that. It's like saying one wrong turn on a road trip means that you end up back in your driveway. No, you're still moving forward. You just adjust and keep going, right? Um, that's what we're doing here. We're just adjusting. We're adjusting our lives. And every adjustment makes you stronger. I promised I'd give you an affirmation each day. And today's is: every day I focus on the most positive outcomes. I see them, I feel them, and they naturally show up in my life. You don't have to write it down. I'll put it in the comments for you. Every day I focus on the most positive outcomes. I see them, I feel them, and they naturally show up in my life. Read it, write it, say it. Repetition's the key on those affirmations. Get it in your head, okay? Because what you focus on grows. What you see in your mind, your life will start moving forward. It will, your mind will start trying to build something to move forward that way. Um, Now, let me share a little bit about what's happening with me. I am definitely feeling more energy, definitely more clear headed, and making better choices because of it. Okay. I'm also noticing something that when I eat, those choices are not perfect, but I feel better about them. And I mean, I've had a little bit of help from this little guy, that constant chatter, what I can snack on, what I should eat next. That noise, thank goodness, has definitely quieted down considerably. And when that noise quiets down in your head, you don't feel like you're being pushed anymore to go eat something bad or you know, to do anything to make yourself feel bad. You feel more in control, and that feels really good. Now, we are on a long journey of life. You know that, right? Um, be smart. Use the tools that we have, because you need to make sure that you know. I mean, tools don't replace discipline, but they can definitely support it in a very big way. Um, Here's a tip that I promised, and I talk about this a lot, but I'm going to talk about it some more. If you want a clearer mind, the obvious path is meditation. I meditate before I get out of bed in the morning. I take my deepest breaths. I do 10 of those. And if you want to know about that, just ask. It's just taking a deep breath and taking it as deep as you can, and then breathing in even more, okay, so that you fill up your lungs, fill up your belly, so all that air is in there, and then blow it all out until there's nothing else to blow out. And do that 10 times. Really gives your brain some oxygen, okay? Um, and I also do one more thing before I meditate, and that is I take my nitro, because this actually will put a lot more oxygen in your brain as well. So ask me about that if you're interested. That really gives me a leg up on my meditation. Makes it clearer and everything. So do your deepest breathing, and then breathe normally but steady. Okay. And I have a mantra that I've been repeating for a while. It's just vitality rising, because I can feel it. I picture it in my toes, and I bring it all the way up in my body. It rises all the way up in my body to where my body is very, very healthy. It feels wonderful, and I can experience optimal health in during this time. Now, something really powerful happens when your mind slows down, your thoughts settle. During meditation, you start to have clarity instead of chaos in your head. And listen, you can do this. This is not difficult. It's a simple way to begin meditation. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. Just try it, okay? You just need to take one calm step forward. And I believe in you, and you are capable of building this one decision at a time. Now remember, schedule the hard stuff and make the next right move. You've got one life. Make it the one you were meant to live, the one you've always wanted to live. Y'all have a great evening.